Good evening. Today we will be covering the post-market analysis dated October 12, 2022. Indian equity markets rose today after a steep fall yesterday. NIFTY opened gap up around 17,025 and managed to make a day high of 17,142. After that we can see not much movement in the market. It was flat in today's trading session. At the time of close, NIFTY managed to close at 17,123, which is a good sign. Similarly, SENSEX climbed up almost 479 points to give a closing of 57,625. Talking about sectors, all sectors ended in green except NIFTY Media, whose gains erased at the very last moment. NIFTY Realty was the top gainer, gaining 1.62%. Now, talking about the three stocks that have managed to be in gainers list today are Power Grid, Coal India, and Axis Bank. Top three stocks mentioned above rose by 3.48%, 2.93%, and 2.83% respectively. On the other hand, we will talk about those three stocks which ended as top losers. They are Asian Paints, ADANI Enterprises, and Dr. Reddy. They fell within the range of 2.03% to 3.79% respectively. In terms of today's corporate news, we have the following developments. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs has approved the demerger of NMDC Steel, a 3 million ton steel plant in Chhattisgarh, from NMDC Limited. The merging of Zee Entertainment Enterprises Limited and Sony Pictures Networks India Private Limited, which received approval from the Fair Trade Regulator Competition Commission of India last week, is anticipated to escalate competition in India's media and entertainment sector. ADANI Data Network has been granted unified license for access services to provide all telecom services in the country. The ADANI Group had said that it plans to use the airwaves for its data centers as well as the super app it is building to support businesses from electricity distribution to airports and gas retailing to ports. India's second-largest IT services provider INFOSYS Limited will consider a buyback proposal when its board will meet on October 13, the company informed the stock exchanges. INFOSYS will also declare its financial results for the September quarter on October 13th. The company's board will also consider its first interim dividend for financial year 2023. Information technology major WIPRO Limited on Wednesday reported consolidated net profit of 2,659 Indian rupees crore for the quarter ended September 2022. This is a 9.27% decline from 2,930.7 Indian rupees crore posted in the same period last year. The country's largest IT services exporter Tata Consultancy Services on Tuesday said that it is confident of achieving double-digit revenue growth in the current financial year and will be targeting a similar performance in financial year 2024 as well. In its Quarter 2 earnings report, Delta Corp reported a year-on-year net profit of 68.3 Indian rupees crore compared to a loss of 75 Indian rupees crore during the same quarter last year. The casino operator has clocked 19.5% sequential growth in the consolidated profit, and the revenue during the same period increased by 8% to 270 rupees crore. BAJAJ Finance Limited fell for a fifth straight session today. The stock is quoting at 7,190 rupees, down 0.18% around 1 p.m. on the NSE. BAJAJ Finance Limited has eased around 2.88% in last 1 month. The volume in the stock stood at 4.91 lakh shares today, compared to the daily average of 12.17 lakh shares in last 1 month. Granules India Limited is down for a fifth straight session today. The stock is quoting at 342.5 rupees, down 0.15% around 1 p.m. on the NSE. Granules India Limited has added around 11.27% in last 1 month. The volume in the stock stood at 5.17 lakh shares today, compared to the daily average of 29.66 lakh shares in last 1 month. BIOCON Limited dropped for a fifth straight session today. The stock is quoting at 267.9 rupees, down 0.32% around 1 p.m. on the NSE. BIOCON Limited has lost around 11.7% in last 1 month. The volume in the stock stood at 29.27 lakh shares today, compared to the daily average of 20.67 lakh shares in last 1 month. CIPLA Limited is down for a 5th straight session today. The stock is quoting at 1,105.6 rupees, down 0.41% around 1 p.m. on the NSE. CIPLA Limited has gained around 4.41% in last 1 month. The volume in the stock stood at 7.07 lakh shares today, compared to the daily average of 19.5 lakh shares in last 1 month. LUPIN Limited fell for a 5th straight session today. The stock is quoting at 677.55 rupees, down 0.5% around 1 p.m. on the NSE. LUPIN Limited has added around 0.53% in last 1 month. The volume in the stock stood at 5.01 lakh shares today, compared to the daily average of 18.72 lakh shares in last 1 month. SBI Cards and Payment Services Limited dropped for a 5th straight session today. The stock is quoting at 863.65 rupees, down 1.01% around 1 p.m. on the NSE. SBI Cards and Payment Services Limited has eased around 9.35% in last 1 month. The volume in the stock stood at 3.87 lakh shares today, compared to the daily average of 11.49 lakh shares in last 1 month. VARUN Beverages Limited is down for a 5th straight session today. The stock is quoting at 1,027.95 rupees, down 1.66% around 1 p.m. on the NSE. VARUN Beverages Limited has lost around 4.44% in last 1 month. The volume in the stock stood at 16.72 lakh shares today, compared to the daily average of 14.99 lakh shares in last 1 month.